Why 90% of Australia is empty. Look at a map of the world and you can't miss it. Australia is an absolute behemoth. In terms of raw landmass, it covers nearly 7.7 million square kilometers, making it almost exactly the same size as the contiguous United States. But while the US supports a population of over 330 million people, Australia has just 26 million. To put that in perspective, you could take the entire population of Australia and fit it comfortably inside the state of Texas. And you would still have enough room left over to fit all of California. The paradox isn't just the small population, it's the extreme concentration. Much like Canada, where 90% of citizens live within a thin ribbon against the border, nearly 90% of Australians are squeezed into a tiny, narrow band of fertile land along the coast. Behind them lies the Outback, a massive, mysterious void that accounts for approximately 70% of the continent's land area, yet remains almost entirely empty. So, what is actually hiding in this vast interior? And why, in an age of global expansion, does this giant continent remain a geographic illusion? To understand why Australia is empty, we have to look at its geographical engine. Every large landmass has one. In Canada, the Hudson Bay acts as a weather engine that refrigerates the country. In Australia, the engine is designed to do the exact opposite. It dehydrates. The primary culprit is the Great Dividing Range. This mountain chain acts as a massive physical wall. When moist air blows in from the Pacific, it hits these mountains and is forced upward, creating a classic rain shadow effect. The precipitation is dropped almost entirely on the eastern side of the range. By the time the air reaches the interior, it is bone dry. This creates a belt of land that is either arid steppe or downright desert. But there's a second, more invisible factor, the Hadley cell. Australia sits at a latitude where high-pressure atmospheric systems naturally sink. This sinking air pushes clouds away and prevents rainfall from ever forming. The result is a landscape that has been weathering for millions of years, leaching every nutrient from the soil. In the Outback, the ground isn't just dry, it is geologically exhausted, making large-scale agriculture virtually impossible. In the 1800s, as the United States expanded westward using the Mississippi River for easy transport, Australia faced a much harsher reality. The interior offered no massive river systems to act as a geographic cheat code. Instead, the sheer scale of the empty space made building infrastructure an incredible challenge. Constructing highways and railways across thousands of kilometers of rocky, unforgiving terrain is a logistical nightmare. Because of this, the few people who do live in the interior operate on a scale that defies normal understanding. In the Outback, we don't talk about farms, we talk about stations. Take Anna Creek Station. It is the largest cattle station in the world, covering over 23,000 square kilometers. To put that in perspective, this single private property is larger than the entire country of Israel. Here, neighbors live hundreds of kilometers apart, and children attend school via satellite links. The Outback isn't just empty by accident. It is climatically and logistically designed to push human settlement to the edges. You might wonder, if this giant void is just a barren barrier, why does Australia even bother with it? The truth is, while the interior is hostile to human settlement, it is an economic juggernaut. The same geologic forces that weathered the soil also exposed massive mineral wealth around the continent's crust. The regions that look dead on a population map are incredibly rich in iron ore, lithium, and gold, providing billions of dollars to the national economy. Furthermore, the Outback is becoming a brand new strategic asset for renewable energy. The relentless sun and flat, unbroken plains make it the perfect staging ground for the world's largest solar projects. Australia is a continental giant that functions like a series of isolated island cities, clinging to the edge of a void. It is a nation that has mastered an environment that would kill an unprepared traveler. Ultimately, Australia is a silent reminder that a country's map is often just an imaginary line. Its true power depends less on its total size than on what the land allows its people to build. The Outback will likely remain what it has always been, a vast red wilderness, protected by its own beautiful hostility.